Hello everyone. This video is about CAT 100-day quant course, right, which we're gonna start from 20th of August, right. So in this video, we're gonna talk in detail that what all things we're gonna cover. This course is especially built for whom, right. So first, I will talk about what will be involved in this particular course. There are two things. First, live class plus recording, right. So if you are someone who already know the quants well, you just want to practice more, right? You just want to improve your score, then this recording stuff would be for you. But if you are someone who want to build concept, right? So then you can, refer the live class as well. So basically every day we'll be having live class from 10 p.m. onwards. And that will depend, if it's discussion class. So the class duration will be till the doubts are cleared. If it's a concept class, then it will be 40 to 50 minutes depending on the concept what we are teaching. Fine. So you'll be having all day class Monday to Sunday. Now, what we're gonna do Monday to Wed and Thursday to Saturday, right? We're gonna cover two concepts. Monday to Wednesday, let's suppose we are covering one chapter, let's suppose mixture allegation. Right. And Thursday to Saturday, let's suppose we are covering TSD. Fine. So on Sunday, what we're gonna do, whatever the chapters we have covered up, right? Like suppose Wednesday we are done with mixture allegation. So we're gonna provide you a sheet of mixture allegation. That particular sheet we're gonna discuss on Sunday, right? Now let us talk about how we're gonna cover the concept classes and what will be included in concept classes. Let's pick a topic, quadratic equation, right? So for example, we have three classes. So first two classes will be of concepts. Concept means whatever the formulas, whatever the things are there in quadratic equation, all will be explained in the class itself. The third class will be of question solving. Like what we're gonna do, 20 to 22 question of different varieties. We're gonna solve in this particular class so that you will get a particular idea of how you have to approach a question of a quadratic equation if it comes in front of you, right? Fine. Second thing, once we are done with this particular topic, we're gonna provide you a sheet. The sheet will be having questions around 90 to 100. Right. Now, what you need to do, you need to try this sheet once we are done with the chapter. On Saturday, we're going to discuss the sheet out, right? In this, whatever queries, whatever doubts you have, right? For example, we are discussing 1 to 50 question on Sunday, right? So in 50 question, whatever doubts you have, you can directly ask in the class. That will be solved in the class itself. So this is how we're going to proceed with the topic. So what we are planning keep from 20 August till September last week, right? We're going to mostly cover 70 to 80% of the syllabus with sheet discussion and all, right? Now, once we are done with 80% syllabus, now one thing you should know very well key quant or DLR, if I talk about quant, is never about knowing the concept. It's about solving in the time limit, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with two things. One sectional and second daily targets. Sectional, what we're gonna do, we're gonna provide you section. For example, I suppose I gave you a sectional one, right? Obviously, it will be in the same pattern what comes in CAP that will be having 22 question, right? So what we expect from you, you just try in 40 minutes and come to the class. In class, what we're gonna do, we're gonna discuss all the 22 question. Discussion means we'll be solving all the 22 question, but at the end we're gonna discuss it out. Ki what would be the minimum score in this particular paper? Like let's suppose if the paper is tough, right? So we are assuming that you should get 32, 30, 33, right? Like that, right? Then we're gonna even discuss it out, like which question was doable and which question you have to skip in the actual paper if it comes, right? In this particular pattern. If you are not able to hit this particular target, whatever we are telling, right, then what you need to do, you need to connect us one to one. This is where one to one mentorship will come, right? We're gonna sit, obviously, we're gonna discuss it out, which question you did, what are the issues you are facing in quant, right? Accordingly, we're gonna plan it out, and in the upcoming 1 week, right, whatever the plans we are saying you do, right, you need to follow that out, right, to just improve your score. Fine. See, this thing you can start from first day itself. For example, you have enrolled on 20 August, but if you know the concept, but still if you are not able to score in quant sectional, right, or quant mock, so you can directly approach us, sit with us for one to one. We're gonna discuss it out. What are the problems you are facing? First, we're gonna note it down. Then we're gonna let you know that these things you need to do. If it requires extra practice, we're gonna provide you extra sheet practice. If it requires anything else, so we're gonna do that as well, right? Second thing, what we're gonna do, to better understanding. For example, you attempted a one section of cons, right? What you need to do, you just need to share your credentials with us. We're gonna go through your particular section, what you have attempted. We're gonna note down all the mistakes you are making. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna point it out. Why this is the mistake what you are making. then we're gonna let you know कि भाई this is the thing what you need to do so that this particular mistake or this particular gap, whatever is in there in your score, right? How you need to fulfill it up, right? So this we're gonna do, till end, right? So that you should reach to the maximum score what you are expecting. Fine. This is about all these things I have talked about right now. Second thing, if once we are done with 80-90% of the syllabus, so 80% means I usually count arithmetic, algebra, geometry, right? Now, what is left with us is number system and modern maths, right? I'll talk about daily target once I finish this thing. Right. Now, once we are done with this particular topic, now so we're gonna start the revision, right? Now, in revision, what we're gonna do, let's suppose the last time when we did the topic, we did in 3 class, right? So in revision, we're gonna do it in one and a half class. But obviously, you know the concept, so the class will be a little bit faster, right? So we're gonna solve a little bit more question. Now, in this revision part, again, we're gonna provide you a sheet that will be having, again 80 to 90 questions, right? And that will be different from what you have solved before. Fine. So again, the same discussion and all will be done, right? The last revision, what we'll be doing in November, the third time revision, right? In this particular thing, at once we're gonna revise 2 to 3 chapter, right? In this particular format, also we're gonna provide you 90 question, but like this 90 question will be combination of 2 topics, like 45 questions from one topic, right? So then you'll end up solving, if I just talk about through sheet, right? So from a single topic, you'll be able to solve 200 to 230 questions. Fine. This is what we have. Plus sectional, to matlab, we're gonna start from September third week onwards. So we're gonna start with 2 sectional first. Then in October, we're gonna do 3 to 4, right? And in November, we're gonna shift to, per week, we're gonna solve 4 to 5 sections for sure, right? So we're gonna end up solving around not less than 40 sectional, right? Like that, right? Fine. So sectional I have already told you of, right? Plus the other section what you are solving, we're gonna analyze it that as well for you right now. About daily target, our daily target is different from others, right? What we're gonna do once we're done with the 80% of syllabus, every day we're gonna provide you 10 questions. This 10 question will be mixture of all the topics what you have studied, right? This we won't be discussing in the class. For this, we're gonna provide you detailed solution on the next day. Fine. Now, coming back to the same thing, who can join this particular course? If you are an engineer, right, or even non-engineer, you are done with the syllabus, you know the topics well, right, but you are not seeing any improvement in your score, so you can join this particular course. You can refer the self-paced because whatever the topic we'll be teaching live, right, that topic we have already covered with the previous batch, right? The recording will be already on the drive. Like so what you can do, you can directly connect to us. You can just let us know, sir, I won't be following the live classes. I just want some little bit more guidance to improve my score, right? So what we're gonna suggest you up ki bhai, like most of the people like in this batch as well, na, like people prefer going through recording rather than going for the live class because live class means you already know the concept, right? And coming and sitting for 50 minutes just to know the particular thing what you already know doesn't make any sense, right? In recording, what you can do, you can watch it at 2x, right? But for those people who are still, worried about the concept, they have done the classes, but they're not able to solve the question. For you, I will tell attend the live classes because through live classes only you'll be able to understand how you have to approach a question and how you have to solve the problem, right? Now, coming back to the other thing, like those people who already know the concept, what you can do, you can get the access of the drive. You can, for example, this week, you can directly connect us. You can tell us, sir, what we are targeting, we will completing this topic, quadratic equation plus, let's suppose, function, right? Or the topic, what you feel this is a little bit difficult for you, right? You'll be covering that particular topic. So what are you going to do? You're going to go through the recording. Once you're done with this particular chapter, just DM us. What we're going to do, we're going to provide you the sheet. Whatever you have the queries in that sheet, right? We're going to cover it through DM, WhatsApp, and text message ke through, even if required on call. We're going to do that if needed a session, like because the strength is way too less, right? It's quite possible. Even if you need a session, for example, you did 2 chapter and you had just 10 to 12 questions out in whole combined sheets, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna sit on Sunday, we're gonna discuss it out, ki bhai 10-12 question mein how to approach and how to solve it out, right? This will be the thing. But you can refer this as well. Coming to one mentorship, right? This again, I am talking about the same thing. One mentorship means, for example, if you're a working professional, right, you don't have much time, you don't know ki how to follow the timetable and all. So again, we're gonna discuss, we're gonna give you a target, ki bhai, this is the target, what you need to follow up, right? We're gonna keep a check on you, ki, like whether you have done this thing or not, whatever you have queries, whatever you have doubts, we're gonna cover it through live class, even in DMs, even if session will be required, we're gonna do that as well, right? Yeah. Obviously, this is our schedule, what we're gonna follow it up, right? Now, talking about the problems, what most of the people face. Like let's suppose you have done the concepts, you have watched the recording of that particular topic, but when it comes to question solving, right? You're not able to solve the particular question, right? So here what you're lacking now, you're lacking question solving strategy, or I would say practice, right? When I said about the lecture, two lecture will be of concept, the third lecture will be of question solving, right? So in this question solving, now when we'll be solving 20 to 22 question, right? So we're gonna make sure that this 22 to 22 question, each question will be separate from other, every question will teach you a new concept. So in class, what we're gonna do, obviously, when we'll be solving this particular question, let's suppose question number three is there and I'm solving it out, right? I'm explaining you the explanation how you need to approach this particular problem, right? So what it will do, right? It will give you a basic idea if this type of question comes in front of you, how you need to tackle it out, right? Second thing, when I'm talking about the sheet, fine. That you need to try first and then come to the class, right? So when you're trying, this thing out, so obviously you'll be able to solve 80 to 90%. Let's suppose there is a question, you are able to solve 80 to 90% of that particular question, right? Let's suppose. Now, you need just 10% hint in that, right? Or 10% explanation in that, right? So when you're coming to the discussion class where you will be clarifying your doubts, will be solving the live questions what you have doubt in, right? So you'll get a roughly idea, okay, fine, this how it has to be done. So this particular problem, what you're facing here, like you are knowing the concept, you're not able to solve problem, right? That will be done. That will be covered up, right? Second thing, you have even solved the question, right? But you are not able to maximize your score in quants, mock, or sectional, right? Now here you will be needing one-to-one mentorship. What we gonna do, obviously, whatever the mock you had attempted, whatever the section you have attempted, right? We're gonna go through that. We're gonna note down all the points. This is the problem what we are able to find out. Ki bhai, this is the problem what you are facing. We're gonna sit with you. We're gonna discuss it out. Ki bhai, how this thing should be resolved. What should be your upcoming target. What you should follow next. What you should do next so that this particular problem, whatever you are facing, right, that should improve, right. So through this, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make sure ki whatever the potential you have. Let's suppose you are someone who know the concept, right, and you have the potential to get 40 to 42 marks, right? But you're stick at 30 marks right now. Fine. So what we need to do, we need to fill out this 12 marks gap, right? So this we're gonna do one mentorship. If you want to talk about live classes, yes, we have. If it's concepts, yes, we are making you practice question as well, right? This is why we are telling it, we're gonna focus more on improving your scores plus building concept, right? So this is one of the reason why you should join this particular course. Again, the classes we're gonna start from 20th of August, right? If you want to enroll, you can enroll before itself. You can refer the recording. If you want demo classes as well, you can directly text on this number, WhatsApp on this number 920-540-8749, right? This 30 seats will be first come, first basis, right? The total cost for this will be 3,500. If you just wanted the quants course, this include everything, mentorship, what we say, sectionals, everything in this, right? We're gonna provide everything in this particular 3,500, right? You just need to DM on this number 920-540-8749, right? Just DM, quants on this, or you can even call if you have further queries, right? So again, I'm repeating the same thing. The class is gonna start from 20th of August, right? And video will be out in 1 to 2 days. Today I'm recording, so most probably it will be out tomorrow, right? So till that, I don't know how many people would have, enrolled in this particular course. But once the 30 seat will be filled, right? We're gonna close the enrollment, right? This course will be valid till cap till 30th November, right? This course will be valid till that. You'll be able to access all the recordings, all the classes till that, right? Fine. This is all about this thing. If you have any other query other than this, what I have, not covered here, right? You can directly call on this number 920-540-8749 and get it sorted, right? Fine. This is all about this thing. If you have any query, just directly contact on this number.